let's get rolling here. You're listening to Stunned and Confused, a podcast about Marvel Champions, the card game. This is episode 9. I'm your host, Krautbammer, or Jesse, and I'm joined, as always, by my friend, my co-host, the sliding shot to my encounter card. Joe, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. We were just talking before the episode about some shenanigans that my beautiful recording studio I've got set up here.
It's getting crisp looking.
It's looking fabulous up in this
you can get cozy
this
in there.
room. So the thing is about the dirty South here is it's still 85 degrees at night, and I have to turn the air conditioner off to get that crisp audio quality everyone loves about this podcast, you know? So we've got about an hour before I'm cooked.
Bro, my
done
heat
turkey
still comes on.
Oh, God. And we were talking about, so it's kind of meta on meta here. So episode 9 tonight, we're going to do meta games, and we're going to talk about kind of all the things around Marvel Champions, the card game, that isn't playing Marvel Champions, the card game. But it is funny to look back in our early journey, going through Marvel Champions and taking it on as a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And
it took
how
over.
some of the things we did early is so funny to look back on. I think if we stick with this podcast, the picture I just sent you of my studio setup, we're going to have a good giggle about in 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that one will be
anyway.
nice.
So super excited for tonight. Like I said, we're going to do meta games, and we're not talking about the pool meta games. Those are all great. We know that. No, we're going to talk about like all the peripheral things around Marvel Champions, the card game, because like I talked about, it is such a lifestyle game, right?
Oh, yeah. Dude, right when you're just after the core box, you start buying stuff, you're like, you know what? I need things.
I need tokens. I need storage. I need to do this. I need to do that. So it's just like, it truly does like consume your life. Like I'll be laying in bed like at night and like, I really need to do something about my aspect cards. I just don't really like the way they're organized,
Yeah,
you know? So we'll take some trips down memory lane, kind of go through what we found is helpful for us and, you know, kind of the journey we've overtaken as time goes on, and talk about a few other peripheral things around the game too. So should be fun. We this is one of our early ideas of things we wanted to talk about, just kind of sit down and talk through, you know, some of the stuff.
Yeah, all the different choices we made. Yep.
Oh yeah, around the game, not necessarily even the game itself. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
But having said that, we had a debate because we both had really highly prepared flavor towns before.
So prepared.
And I think if we truly had to pick a host here who's a little bit better on their feet, it would be me. So, you know, I stepped in and said, hey, I got you, bro.
You took one for the team.
So having said that, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, Guy Fieri, let's go.
Hey everybody, I'm Guy Fieri and we're rolling out looking for America's greatest diners, drive-ins, and dives.
This trip, it's a first-class ticket to Flavortown International.
Okay. I feel good. I feel like this is doable, okay? So just kind of...
I'm just wondering if I should talk myself through like you do, or should I just go with the gut reaction again? Add more luck.
I feel like with a little bit of help, this is doable. Okay?
Oh, gosh.
So verbalize, and then if you want some hints, let me know. All right?
Okay.
This is my whole life in one garbage metaphor.
Oh my gosh, I want to say Miss Marvel.
Yes. Okay,
Oh,
we're
okay.
there. We're there. Come on. I'm pulling on that string, Joe. Come on. I'm pulling on it.
Shit. It's one of hers?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay.
I love that.
I want to say it's the one
it.
where she's talking about garbage. I want to say she's small. The shrink
Okay.
one? No,
Come
not shrink.
on.
It's what is it
Oh,
called?
well, but think about what the shrink does, right?
Oh my god.
Shrink
Is
helps
it
her
sneak?
thwart
She
events.
sneaks. Yeah, she
Sneak.
sneaks.
Yes, it is sneak by. It is sneak by.
Okay.
So we will count
man,
it,
I'm
folks.
pumped.
We are
I'm
back
pumped.
in the win column, guys. I'll take it. I'll take it as a dub.
Oh man, I'm pumped about that right now.
So it felt like the teenage angst was pushing through, right? The teenage angst was pushing through the quote. So I thought, okay, he's got a chance. If he can latch on kind of to the teenage angst, then like Miss Marvel's the clear
Yeah, would
way
have
to
been
go
her or
in
what?
that
Nova?
direction.
It would have been her or Nova.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, one of the champions, something like that.
Or
So
Miles, I guess. But
yeah. So glad when you immediately latched on to Miss Marvel, I'm like, okay, we can do this. So, yeah, Miss Marvel, I mean, all of her events are just like, this is well-costed number cards. But like when you start to do the embiggen and the shrink thing, it can be really fun with her. I'm not a crazy big on Miss Marvel, but she is a lot of fun to take out every now and then.
yeah, she's always been fun to play. She's just like, she gets good cards that help her every once in a while. More new cards, I guess, but...
Yeah, I mean, she loves events. So
Yeah.
anytime an event comes out, you can kind of push that through the lens of Miss Marvel. Personally, like my big, likes to play 47,000 events hero is Gamora. That's that's who I rotate towards when I start to look at when a new attack or event card comes out, a new attack or thwart event comes out, I'm always pushing it through the lens of Gamora.
Yeah.
But there are other people I've seen in the community say like, yeah, they do that with Miss Marvel or whoever it may be. And she's just another one of those that can really, really play these really cool events by doing the big E and the small E size of the events.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. I don't know. I'm pumped.
So I don't play her that much, but
yeah, I
but
haven't played her. I
I
haven't
do.
played her in a bit, honestly.
When I picked that Flavor Town, I thought, I might go bust her out now.
Honestly, it's so many heroes. It's hard to get back.
Yep,
Back
I
to
hear
some
you.
of the older ones. Like, she was one of the first ones I remember buying. She was in that first
I think
little
she
wave
was-
I bought.
Yeah, I think she was way down my list. I think it was like when the show came out. And it was like, oh, Miss Marvel, okay.
Yeah, my
That's
wife
what she
really
does.
likes her, so I made sure to get her. I think we even
Yeah.
three
The last time we played a three, yes,
Yeah,
the last time we
something
did a 3-player game, yeah, we were all champions because we wanted to play go for champions.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I think I did Nova, you did Miles,
Yeah, that
and
makes
she
sense.
did Miss Marvel. Yeah, that was a good time.
That was good.
Got to do it again soon.
Definitely.
All right, so a little bit of news. By the time this comes out, this will be way past, but they recently had the Con of Heroes, and I just texted you. I was like, it's an 18-hour drive for me. I'm going to do it next. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it next year.
18
it's
hours?
like I'm not.
Oh gosh.
I can't chip away from like the family vacation fund to do it.
No,
but,
yeah.
I can drive there.
I
I
can't
can do that.
destroy my body.
My body's broken
chugging
down.
dues, stopping at fast
Yeah,
food
dude.
joints, sleeping in my car.
Just show up like a true neckbeard, just like unwashed, smelling like Mountain Dew and Burger
Show
King.
up right. You're gonna pick me up at the airport, right?
Yes, I will. Absolutely, I will pick you up at the airport. Yeah, I'll pick you up at the
'Cause
airport.
I'm not doing
we'll
it.
share. Yeah, my wife's like, just fly. I was like, no, I won't.
Oh my god, she even gave you an hour, and you're still like, no.
She gave me the out, and she was like, it's not that big of a deal. Just fly. I was like, nope, I won't do it. So
Shoot.
this way I can bring my whole collection too.
That's
so
true. Yeah,
it's
you
not
just,
so bad.
You don't have to like worry about deck building. You just like when I get there.
I get free gas, so
Oh,
that
that's
helps.
right. I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro,
That
you all
helps.
right.
Sleep in your dad, you'll be fine. No,
Your body will just be broken, but your car will be good.
yeah, exactly. I just felt like the you ever seen that meme that's like Squidward looking out his window
Oh,
and like
yes.
SpongeBob and Patrick are just like outside playing, having the best time? When I logged onto the Discord this entire weekend, I was just like, that's what I felt like. I was just like, everyone's like, what a great game. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun. I'm like,
It's true. We've been wanting to go too. We've always been talking about it.
I know. We've thought about it for a while now and just never pulled the trigger, so.
Guess now that we're doing a
Next year-
podcast, we're like, maybe we really do like this game.
Next year we're gonna go because I can't not.
I can't do it. I can't be Squidward
I
again.
can't. I can't Squidward it up.
We're gonna be SpongeBob and Patrick next time.
Oh gosh. All right. Yeah, I was like looking at like people were trading alt arts.
Oh, I saw that. That was neat. That's a cool thing to do.
There was that's a really cool. I would love to go just to like trade around alt arts. That was really neat to see. Some people make some really cool alt arts, and we're bringing them to the con. So I would really enjoy to do a lot of that. Be super sweet. So next year, I'm driving 18 hours, picking you up at the airport, and we're going.
We're going.
Sounds good?
Yeah, no, I'm pumped. 1 year from now.
Literally, yeah. Oh, well. It gives us plenty of time to plan.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, moving on. You want to talk about what we played recently? Why don't you take us through what you've been playing?
Ooh, I got the new Shuri and Silk.
Oh. Dude, I feel so bad because I don't have it yet, and I totally just like didn't put that in the news, didn't care. I was just like, well, if I don't have it, then fuck it.
But no, yeah, I got it, I guess, on the Friday, whatever, 18th, whatever it was.
You mean the 2nd? The 18th was the original date.
Oh, that was the original date. That's right. Oh, my God. It's still in my brain. But no, yeah.
I'm trying out a new LGS, so they should have it Monday. So I'm excited about that. But you got it, and you're playing it. So how's it been?
It's been fun. I've only played a few games with each. I think I've only done 2 or 3 games for each right now. But they're pretty fun.
Yeah,
don't
ruin a future episode here, but like just super high level, where are you at with them? Like
ranking
top
wise?
10. Yeah, just give me and nothing super serious. Don't think about it too hard. Just kind of.
Just
early
both of them.
take.
I guess Shuri's probably right now in the middle.
Okay.
And then I think Silk's Silk's up there. Silk might be like top 20.
Okay. And like
I don't
you
know.
say,
I've
middle,
only played
like,
2 games, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And then like you say middle, but like that middle of the pack is just chock full of really fun to play heroes. So middle of the pack
I feel
is
like
nothing to
I feel like
sneeze at.
middle's not bad. Middle's just like
right.
I will play them probably pretty easily.
I'm glad I have them. They're fun to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Well, looking forward to get my hands on it Monday, hopefully. So that'll be tomorrow. And pretty excited to give them a try. Anything else, or you just been focusing on Shuri and?
Oh no, I've been trying to set up a deck from the last episode, the Black Widow. Black Widow Ronin. I haven't taken it through Ronin, but I've been playing. And I just don't know how I'm gonna win.
So that segues me. Yeah, you sent a picture and you had like Avengers Mansion out, Gwen Carey. I mean, all these amazing upgrades and supports out, and I was like, oh my God, you got all that shit out versus Ronin? Like,
I know that.
And you're like, oh no. I was playing like you were playing like I don't know Sandman or something. I was just like, oh okay. I couldn't see the villain or I didn't look hard enough. I was like, that makes more sense.
No, I've been trying to making a deck, seeing what I'll do, and I'm like, dude, this is not I'm sitting here playing with all this stuff out. I'm like, this ain't gonna happen with Ronin.
Yeah,
I need to make a different deck. Like I'm already. But we got the new aspects from Silk and Shuri. I think I'm gonna try some of those.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay.
There's some of the new
nice.
protection because I have to do
protection cards. Yeah. Yep. So that segues nicely into what I've been playing. So 2 episodes ago, I talked about kind of this. I went on like an insane losing streak, and I put the losing streak continues. It didn't continue. It took a little bit of a hiatus, but I'm still losing at a much, much higher rate than I would say I normally do.
Why?
And they're
what do you
all
think it
like
is?
these. They're all these weird, just like last minute. Oh, you just pulled under fire into advance, and like some other. I mean, they're all just
bad
these,
luck.
Just obviously. Okay, Jesse, you're the idiot who flipped down 2 turns from a win without a confuse. So like, yeah, I could play better, but also like, I mean, the odds are really, really low that I'm continue to get these cards, but it's just so insanely frustrating for me. And so the final straw, I lost like 2 games, played Ironheart a little bit, and lost stage 3 with Ironheart, just on an unlucky advance.
I feel like when I'm stage 3, like, oh man.
Yeah, just totally totally unlucky stuff. Like I got forced down again through like drawing near or something like that. But anyway, got forced down. I wasn't packing any status in the deck. And so he schemed, and then he pulls an advance, schemes again, and it was like 3 boosts and done. It's like, dang. So lost Iron with Ironheart like that, and then went and tried to play a different hero against the same villain. Lost again to some just bad play sort of stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to play that Black Widow versus Nightcrawler deck or challenge, that I had paired up. I had paired Nightcrawler with Protection versus Black Widow. And you said I was going to lose that game.
Oh, you did?
Remember? And I fucking lost. And I was like...
I see everybody talk about how, like, the Black Widow's just kind of a cakewalk. I don't think she's a cakewalk, man. She's got some weird stuff that'll happen, and it just surprises me.
She's a little bit like Unis, where, like one game you can play them, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm handling everything. And the next thing you know, 3 of your allies are dead. There's 47 threat on Gene Pool, and you're buried, I mean, so it's like, it can get weird. Like, Black Widow can get weird on you. And it got weird on me, and I lost, and it was probably like... It felt like my 5th straight loss. And so I was just like, oh my God, I'm done. I'm putting this game away. And I'd been flirting with the idea of a couple Lord of the Rings decks that I'd been kind of theory crafting / staring at my cards for prolonged periods of time because I'm a weirdo like that. But I had put together this deck that I'd been thinking about. And I didn't want to play Lord of the Rings because I'm like, I'm losing already. And I'm upset I'm losing. There's no way Lord of the Rings is going to treat me better.
That's what I was thinking. When you told me, I was like, bro, you just like, I lost a lot of people play Lord of the Rings. I'm like, that's not helpful.
Wrong direction. Turn around. Wrong way. Go drink a beer and fall asleep. No, so I was like, I'm going to pull out some LOTR. And I actually had a super, super good time. It was a take on, like, I had a deck I'd built called the Reforged Bear, where it's like Arwen playing Reforged to get stuff on Grimborn the Old.
Yeah.
Anyway, I swapped out Arwen and scrapped the Reforged piece of it and just put Tactics Eowyn in there. And so, like, she can pay for all the tactics stuff while Grimborn keeps a tactics resource in his pool to do his little ability. And I've played it against like 3 or 4 quests now, and I've had a great time. I've beaten all of them. So
well, that's good.
It's weird. Sometimes just that change of pace can just help you come back and enjoy something more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's definitely times where I have to stop. I'll take a break for like a month from like Marvel Champions every once in a while.
See, I was going to ask you, like, how big of a hiatus have you taken before? Because yeah, I feel like I've taken a month or 2 hiatus, but I always kind of thought like that just never was you. Like I didn't know you ever took those type of breaks.
Honestly, mine are only during like Christmas time usually. So I think like what it starts is
just like
it's dark out, it's cold out, the sickness comes from like the kids and the stuff, and then like I'm just like I'm just like, you know what, nah, and I'll just take a nice long month break.
Yeah, I think that's important too. Like, the crazy thing is, like, I can be in the middle of my hiatus or whatever, and you'll send me a picture or send me a text about something, and I'm always down to talk about.
Exactly. You know
what I'm saying? Like, I always like have love for the game, no matter where I'm at mentally with actual playing of the game itself. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, no, I understand that completely. Because same thing. Like I said, I go look at my stats or whatever, whatever, and I always see it seems to be December, January area. Like there just seems to be
have
always
less games played.
Yeah, it's just like always my like really down time.
That's funny.
And you're usually like you said, you're usually sending me a pic or asking me something, or like there's news. Like I'll always talk about the news or read about the news, or like I'll still look at people's decks they make and stuff. So it's like I'm still like in it. I'm just like I just don't have time, or I'm not feeling it right now, or.
Yeah, you're taking a break from like the actual gameplay itself, but like you're still interacting with the game in other areas.
I mean, I'll be usually that's when my Lord of the Rings like ticks up.
Yeah,
I'll just go play that or something else, anything else, I guess.
Yeah, I'll get on these big Lord of the Rings kicks, and it's usually like the exact same thing that pushes me back to Marvel Champions is I'll get on one of these insane losing streaks and just be like, none of this is really working out for me right now, so I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah.
but it is nice to, for something like this, like it is still nice because I still love hopping on here and talking to you about it, even though I'm not having fun playing the cards. You know what I'm saying?
I know. That's what I was saying when you said that. You were saying you're on this losing streak, and you're just like, I'm not playing. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that's going to be for like our podcast. You're going to get on and be like, yeah, oh, no, I don't care. I don't care.
Why would I buy tokens for this shitty game? It sucks.
Yeah.
I don't play this. It's trash. Oh, God. Like world's worst co-host, just Debbie Downing the entire time.
I'm out.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I don't want to play anymore.
I do wonder, like, next year, next time I have my big one, I wonder it's going to be like, yeah, okay, what news? Sure. That's cool.
Oh, you got Shuri? That's nice. Okay.
Who's out? I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, we're on Civil War? Whatever. Oh, okay. All right. So, segueing off of that and talking about, like, Marvel Champions kind of as a lifestyle game, how much time, and, don't think too hard on this, but how much time do you think you spend doing Marvel Champions stuff that isn't playing a game of Marvel Champions?
Honestly, it's probably it's probably just as much as like game time.
I don't know if it's there for me as far as like just as much as my game time, but like if I include like theory crafting, just thinking about decks, like just laying in bed thinking about stuff and that sort of thing, then it could be quite a lot, because it is like such a thing where it's like, I don't know, I'll get on a kick where I'm just like not loving something about my setup. Like the most recent one was my storage was just not quite what I wanted it to be, and we'll talk about it later, but it's just like, man, I spent like hours on the phone, like in bed, just like scrolling through like Amazon and different websites, looking like, is there a unicorn storage solution out there that's just perfect? Like this is it. This is what I've been wanting right here. This is everything I need. And it's like you will find a fault with everything. And good and bad with everything. And
just go to like Google, type in storage for cards.
yeah, exactly. And you're just like, there's got to be someone built something some point. It's perfect for me, what I want to do, and there never is. But
no, there's not. Sadly.
It is that thing where it's very insidious, where you'll kind of implant something in you, and it's usually like something like that, or it's like, last night I was just didn't like fiddling with the amount of tokens I was fiddling with. What if I did something a little bit different with my token setup? And then you start like going down that rabbit. It was like, oh God, Jesse,
dude,
what are you doing?
I have, like, honestly, my wife's already mentioned, she's like, I swear, you spend more time organizing than you do playing. It's like, sometimes it feels that way.
I think you even have had more of an organizational.
I've had lots of weird jumps. Yeah, I've had lots of weird jumps.
So I'm excited to get into it. So yeah, meta games. We're going to talk about all things about Marvel Champions that isn't playing Marvel Champions. And I want to kick us off with storage, because this is one thing that this picture gets resent around probably every couple months of our original storage solutions, right? When you just had the core box and you had like two other heroes.
Yeah.
I distinctly, Joe, remember you sending me a picture, and you've got your core box and you have Barilla pasta boxes fucking cut up all janked ass.
Dude, it wasn't even pretty looking.
It was shitty. It was so shitty. Like, you could see the Barilla logo, like the pasta logo, on the cardboard, and you just kind of shoved it in there, all kind of whopper-jawed. And I was like, "Yeah, bro, that looks sick. Fuck yeah, dude."
Dude, it's because I think, like, I had it worse than before that, but like you had literally sent me a picture like 2 days before or something, and yours was looking really nice. Like, you would put, I don't know what you
like
did.
Index cards.
Yeah, it was like index card.
Labeled
it was nice.
Index cards.
It was not like, it wasn't like perfect or anything, but it was nice.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm just sitting there looking at my box, and mine were all just grouped together. Like, I just had it all together. Like, it was just giant chunks of cards. And I'm like, I'm going to do something. I just had this Barilla box while I was sitting on the counter. Just grabbed it.
It is such a daunting task, especially early on. You're like, what? Where does these go? Like, dude, I'll still like look at stuff like I'll put like the other day I reached for a hero and just had like their team up card just shoved in with the hero. Like I thought that was where I wanted to put it. And I was like, oh, why would I ever do that? Like it's like gross to think about now. But
there's weird things. I remember like the heroes I used to have it, and I had their nemesis at the back of their deck. Like
Ew.
For the longest, yeah, right?
Gross.
And I remember, I think I hung out with you, or we finally hung out, and I saw that you put it right behind the hero. I think is where you put it, right? I think is where you.
So I go hero, the obligation.
There we go, and then the nemesis. Set. Yeah. I saw that, and I was like, that is way more efficient and better. And ever since then, that's what I do. But I just remember, like, dude, I just had mine at the back of the pack.
Oh man, I like it this way. Yeah. Shut up.
It doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to see something and I'm going to change it. Like, I mean, even if I've played this for so long now, I bet you I'll see something on someone's picture and I'll be like, that's a cool idea, and I'll just go do it.
Yeah, I mean, I have had a journey as well, but it is the thing, like storage. Hey, whatever works for you works for you. I'm not going to tell anybody to go spend money on storage.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah.
That they don't think they need. But I will say, to me, when my storage solution was not good, it prevented me from playing the game.
Yes,
because I was
did.
Like, I got to go get this box and then that box.
Or I would get the wrong box. Oh god.
Yeah, and so it really, I was like putting like index cards and taping them to the lid and just saying like, this is what's in this box, but then I never remembered what I put where, and so it was really just it got to the point where I was not playing the game because I didn't want to have to go open multiple boxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so that's kind of where I started my journey of, okay, one box for everything. And so I got this like camera equipment case from Harbor Freight and put little like wooden slat dividers in them, and that filled up. And then I got one of those gigantic BCW boxes, and that filled up. And
yeah, so it just doesn't matter. It's just going to fill up.
You're going to have to go 2 boxes at some point. And so, 2 really, really big boxes is what I've found, come to find, be my favorite. So I've got one really, really big box for just all my heroes that still has plenty of space. And then one really, really big box for all my aspects and encounters. And that's working pretty good right now because I can go to one box and pick the hero I want to play. And then I just have to deal with one box, the other box, the rest of the time. So that's worked out well for me. I've got the aspects sorted by, not some people do, they get like alphabetical and numerical with their sorting. I'd like to hear from you, see how you do it, but basically I just have like aggression, events, allies, upgrades, supports, and it's not organized any more than that.
Yeah, no, like it is organized. I remember when I set it up, I have it set up just like yours, but like that. I had it set up like nice, like everything was like, it had like cost wise, I think is what it was. I had it set up, but like I just grab all the cards, and then when I break it down later, I just throw it to the front.
Yeah,
it just eventually got mixed, and I realized, I'm not going to change that.
I do see some people set up where it's like it's either alphabetical or numerical, where it's like the lowest costed cards are to the front, and so they can easily go find that one.
I did that at the beginning, but like when I started breaking down box or decks, I was like, dude, I'm not going to go do this every time.
I don't find it too hard to just like pick up a chunk of cards and just go like mill until I find my clobbers.
Yeah, I know. I usually know where they are because I kind of remember when I played it last. I'm like, I haven't touched this card in a while. I'm going to grab the back half of this section.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm looking for this obscure like attack event. Okay, let's go look at the back.
Yeah.
And so mine was always like big boxes. That's just one in the biggest box possible. But I know for a while there, for aspects, you flirted with binders a little bit.
I did.
How did that go? Where did that end up?
Well, I think it was. Actually, my Lord of the Rings is binders. So they all went over there. But
you reuse, recycle, repurpose, or whatever that is.
But no, I did because like there for a while I was really I was deck building by looking at the cards, and I just was tired of like you said, we just get them out, right, and have the wad of cards in my hand. Yeah. I was really tired of doing that for a while when I was deck building. But then I think I got to a point where I just knew all the cards. Like I knew them pretty well and knew what I wanted, and I would build online sometimes or whatever, so I didn't need to look at my binders anymore. So it just kind of became like a hassle at that point. Like, it's fine. The binders are fine. Like, I don't think it slows it down, like, a little bit. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely going to slow you down more to, like, build a deck or put it away. But, I don't know. It was nice to read them. It was cool to see all the cards and see them and read them fast.
So was it a bigger pain to put up? I feel like getting them out, not so much. Like
no. Getting out, I don't think was that much difference because I could just go find them. And I did have them way more organized in the binder. Like, I did the... Yeah. Like, by cost effect and everything. Like, it was easy, and it was easy to put them up. But, yeah, it was definitely slower to put up. Because, when you put up, you're just throwing that stuff right back in the box, right? It's just like, here's all my resources. There's all my allies. Exactly. Just throwing it down.
When I go, like, I'll first separate, like, hero, aspect, gray. Yep. And then I'll pick up each of those piles and further sort them and just throw them in the box, so...
it will definitely the binders putting away was just like a little, it got tedious after a while, but it wasn't terrible, but yeah, it was definitely worse.
Okay, do you alphabetize your scenarios and mod sets?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I do too. But also, like, I'm not a hard ass about it because I suck at the alphabet. Like, my wife always makes fun of me. Like, every time, like, we're on a car trip and we're doing, like, the car trip game.
Oh,
where
the A, B,
okay, everybody,
yes.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, we're on Q, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J,
I have to say it to myself sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. I've got to mill through it, and my wife's like, really? You can't just go, like, oh, we just passed that letter, so now, see, I can't even say it now because I can't do it. Like, we just passed S, so now we're on T. And,
I don't know. There's some letters, like, when you ask me, I literally am blank, and I'm like, nope, I got to start at A. I got to start right back at A. And then some, I'm like, oh, you're at P? What comes after P? And I can start at, like, M and just go from there. Yeah. But, like, for some reason, some letters, I'm like, dude, I got to start at A, B, C. I got to start this bad boy over.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I will say, like, my stuff's pretty much alphabetical, but it's like if you've got like AIM abduction and AIM embassy or whatever, I don't know, man. It's going to be in the A's, okay? I don't know. I don't know all the rules, okay? I didn't come here to play school, you know? So.
I do get nervous. Like, I'm always like, I wonder if Jesse's going to come over and like...
It's like, what the hell, bro?
My wife would notice it instantly. She's just one of those people, just boom. She's like, that's wrong. That one's the wrong spot. That one's wrong. The period comes after. Look, there's a period there. Oh, dude. There's a dash.
It's M.O.D.O.D.K. Okay, so after the M dot makes it go to the back of the M's, obviously. Dude, like, it's like, okay.
Like, I'm always worried, like, oh, someone's going to, like, get me. The police is going to get me, man.
Get the Marvel Champions police busting down your door.
You did do this. We're confiscating your game.
Did you put Badoon Headhunter behind Band of Badoon, sir? You're coming with us. I don't even know if that makes the joke makes alphabetical sense or not. See, that's how
yeah. I try real hard when I get the new ones in. When I get the new dividers, I'm like, I'm going to do this right.
Third letter.
Because I'm not going to come back to it.
So I'll say my stuff is generally alphabetical.
Yeah.
But not stringently. All right. So, yeah, I will say having a good storage solution helps you get the game to the table and helps your enjoyment immensely from that perspective. So, you know, if you're feeling like your boxes are hampering you from getting the game to the table, I would say just go with these really shitty cardboard BCW boxes. You can probably get them at your local LGS or offline.
Yep.
You use the nice plastic ones, don't you?
I do. I have what are they called? The big bins or whatever?
They're 3,200 count.
Yeah, BC card bin.
Yeah. 3,000. So I've got like the 5,000 count cardboard boxes, and they're really shitty. And
I had one. Okay, this is the big difference, I think. When I wanted to ask, yours stays at the table, right? Like, you have the one table have. I don't know how long it stays, but I think it stays there more than mine. I can't leave mine at the table.
Yeah, I don't move mine unless we have company.
Yeah.
At the house. That's it.
Okay, so mine has to go away like every night, like, right? So like,
you can't pick that shit up repeatedly.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was using the big cardboard box, and it's just like I could tell because I'd be rough on it some nights. I'd just like,
fuck you, Green Goblin.
I just like yeet that box down on the ground. I'm like, I felt bad.
Remember it.
So like mine actually kind of got like, it wasn't like bad. It was fine. It was still good, but like I could just tell there was like dents and dings and bends, and I was like, nah, I needed something better.
You're so correct, because do you remember when we met at the beach? That was like a week after I'd got that BCW box, and literally just moving it from my house to the beach and back. That box looked beat to hell. And I was like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't think it's meant to like put cards in and store it and throw that thing like
leave it
on a shelf and like.
Exactly. Yep. But the good thing is they're only like, I don't know, like $10.
Yeah. So, no, it didn't matter. I was like, whatever. But
once it gets too shitty, I'll replace it. But
so yeah, every night I had to like shift it, move it. And I think it just can't handle that. Or maybe I'm just brutal with my boxes. I don't know.
I came home one day and my little daughter was on a chair. She had a marker and she was just scribbling all over the top of it.
At least it was
and
a box.
Then she took a pencil and was stabbing holes through the lid. And I was like, oh, God.
Bro,
I'll open it up.
This is a nightmare. I'm going to have a nightmare about this.
I was just like, I opened it up. I'm like, oh, God, please. But she's not strong enough. Her little baby arms are not strong enough to, like, stab it clean through to hit the cards. But she did put several holes in the top of the box.
Bonkers. Oh, my God.
And I'm just like, well, whatever. It's $5.
Yeah. As long as it didn't get cards,
like,
who cares?
Like, truly, until, like, mine's breaking down, I probably won't get another one. But I do feel it feels nice knowing, like, as ugly as this storage solution is, it's pretty replaceable and repeatable.
Oh, so, yeah.
It's nice. For anyone who's struggling with their storage, just go get a BCW box. Be done with it.
Just do that for right away, honestly. That's probably the best. Yep. And you can figure it out later what you like or don't like.
Store vertical. I spent so much time trying to store horizontal.
Dude, I did.
Store vertical.
I did horizontal before I got the big bins.
Yep.
And I think after the cardboard, I went horizontal for a bit.
Yep.
Give
up on the horizontal.
I had so many dividers I had to recut because I went vertical after horizontal.
Oh, it's so painful, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
Just so much
night
cutting.
After night of just cutting.
That's what my wife thinks of when she's like, you organize more, because I'm just sitting there with my scissors. She's like, what are you doing? Just crafting over there?
So that's a good segue, because right around the time I was redoing from horizontal to vertical, which took me several nights of just cutting dividers, because we both use Divider Central, but there's several, not alt art, but like art dividers you can go print out online. Yeah. You can find them in just Google them, but Divider Central is the ones we use. But yeah, several nights of just cutting rectangles and putting two laminated sheets together. Because I don't laminate, I laminate by hand. I have these little stickers we use from my place of employment that we use. And so I just take those and just self-laminate because I'm so cheap. And so I'm just cutting rectangles and self-laminating for night after night. But around that same time is when there was that giant sleeve sale. On the Keyforge sleeves that we both use. So we'll get into sleeves now if you're good with storage. You want to move on from storage?
Okay. I will say one other thing.
Go for it.
Since I do the big bins, I guess, like I have a layer, a Gamegenic layer.
Damn, you do, bro?
Yeah, I got the layer 600.
Uptown girl.
But I bought it for when I was going on trips and I needed it. And I started using it as like, instead of taking my bins to the table at night, I would just build decks and get villain stuff ready and have it all built in there, and I would just have like a week or two of like stuff ready to go.
That's a pretty good idea.
That's how I've been playing lately. Like I just have decks made up.
I did get myself a smaller kind of, you do these one-offs, like you think like, oh, this is going to work great, and then it doesn't work great, so now you just have this random thing
Dude,
that you don't use anymore.
My wife calls them box of shame stuff. I got some weird boxes of shame that I don't use anymore. I've given my kids some of them, like, oh, you need a box here? I got this.
Bro, do you need a box? I've got boxes, okay? I got good boxes. Yeah, so I have this like shitty little, I got it as like I thought this was going to be where I was going to store all my heroes, and I literally got it, and it filled the entire thing up, and I was like, fuck, this is one more hero and it's done.
Yeah.
So now it's just like my travel case, I guess, like you said. So that is a good idea to like put like a week's worth of play. But I feel like I would not do it right. I'd be like, crap, I meant to put a hand cannon in here or whatever, and I was like, now I need my big box, and now I don't.
I can just go grab it. Like I know where the boxes are; they're out, so I can just go grab it real fast. I've done that before, so it's not like I didn't. But it's just made it so much I don't have to lug the box to the table or blah blah blah. I'm just like grab my little to-go box and throw it out. It's nice.
Yeah. Storage is a huge piece of this to help my enjoyment of the game, because the game can be so unwieldy if you don't store your stuff right. I mean, it can be really, really
if
messy.
You don't, you should be thinking about it. Like that's probably why you should just, like you said, go get the cardboard one. Just do it now, and you can solve that stuff as you go later. Like just make it easy now.
Is it ugly? Yes, but like at least it's got a home for all your cards in a nice kind of contained space, and then like you said, you could even pull what you need into a smaller box to play for the week or whatever.
Yep.
So,
but yeah, we can go to sleeves. We have the same.
All right, so we'll move on to accessories. Yeah, dude. I see some people like re-sleeve every deck after they play it.
I don't know how. I don't.
That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy. I have to. Okay, so I have the. We talked about it, I think, but the Gambit sleeves.
Oh, the upper deck sleeves.
I have the Gambit and I have the Black Widow ones.
I was about to call it the upper decker sleeves. Sorry.
But yeah, like I have some staple cards in there that I have like doubles of.
Duples of?
You're supposed to just let that go, dude.
It's like a cross between doubles and Duplos, like little big Legos or whatever.
Yeah, I play with those. What up?
I've got duples of Utopia and Professor.
I do.
This is my duple, Professor X. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Couldn't let it go.
I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry. I have slips all the time that you just like roll. Yeah, bro, you're good. And I'm just like, nope, I'm gonna make fun of that.
Yeah, dude. Call that out.
Sorry. Anyway, so you have some cards that you have extras of in your nice
sleeves, but yeah, I still have to like, because I don't have doubles of everything, so there's definitely some I have to go sleeve, and like I do kind of roll my eyes a little bit. I'm like, okay, I gotta sleeve this, unsleeve it, put that. I mean, I love the cards. They're fun. I like them, but like I just couldn't imagine doing that for all of them. Like right now, it's just like, oh, Gambit. I like Gambit. And I love Black Widow, so it's like, I don't mind. I'll do it. I'll have a little eye roll, like, oh, I got to change this, but like, I'll move on real fast. But like all of them, that might hurt me.
Yeah, I think this is like a thing where it's like, if this game in another 10 years, if it's like winding down, I might like get some like alt arts of certain cards printed just so I have extras, so I can like get a nice set of sleeves for like my 2 or 3 favorite heroes, and these are the cards that I love playing them with, and so like they're always ready to go. But that's way down the road.
Yeah, and honestly, I was thinking about that because I was thinking like there's those, was it Kingdom Card Games or something? Like,
yeah.
They were selling them.
Yeah.
But now like packs are just disappearing, so like he doesn't even have everything always in stock anymore. So I'm like, I even thought about like just buying a couple extra just for like my Gambit and Black Widow, just for fun to have them. It's like honestly, I go look at and I'm like, I can't even find some of those cards. It's like cool.
This is gonna sound crappy, and we support FFG. I mean, we own all the product, so like obviously we've supported them with our wallets a lot. But if it's anything like LOTR, it's like after the game goes out of print, I mean, you can find high quality images of all the cards and get them printed, like we did the whole Harad cycle.
Oh yeah, I mean, and I'm pretty sure they're okay with that. I think they've even said, yeah. So
like
they don't want. They don't want people to sell it, but like they're like, yeah, you're gonna do it, sure, for yourself.
So it's like once the game's over, it's like I feel pretty good about like, okay, I'm gonna get 3 more Utopias and 3 more Professor X, whatever it is, printed. That way I can always have them on hand for like this deck with special sleeves.
Yeah.
So for sleeves, when Keyforge, which used to be owned by FFG, when it was like dying, right? They had this like extreme fire sale, as Asmodee did, of like all things Keyforge. And with it were these just like, they were basically, they called them Keyforge tournament sleeves, but they're just plain matte black sleeves. Gamegenic sleeves is all they are.
Yep.
And they were selling them for literally a penny. every sleeve was a penny.
That
And
was
so,
bonkers. I remember you. I think you're the one that texted me or something.
yeah, I was like, we got to do this. And like, I ordered 4,000.
I think you were.
That's not enough for another 4,000.
Yeah,
So
you did way more than me. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta have enough. I've got to future proof. I was obsessed with
you were
future
definitely
proofing stuff.
future-proof, yeah.
And nothing is future proof because they could print 10,000 more cards from now until the game ends.
Yeah,
I'm
actually like I have 2 of those like boxes left. So.
Oh dang! Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I have an entire massive 4-foot box.
Yeah, you still have the
taped up
original
in
box left, still, right?
Yeah,
Or one of the original because you got 2 of
So
them, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've got at least 4,000 sleeves left. But I also don't sleeve everything. You've got 47 copies of Genius sleeved in your box right now, like a turd.
Hey, whoa. I have, since Shield came out, thank you, I have actually unsleeved those and sleeved Shield with it. So I have done better.
Hey, that's good. Yeah, I don't like Haymaker. I don't have a single copy of Haymaker sleeve. I just don't.
I do.
I'm just not gonna do it. Like there are just some cards I'm not invulnerability. Don't have a single one sleeved. It's in a box called Marvel Champions Box of Shame. So
I'm pretty sure I use that card still.
He's probably got some hedge cases, but yeah. So we both use those basically Game-Genic black sleeves, but there's a lot of good sleeves out there. If you want to go, if you're on a budget, I think Sleeve Kings is fine. Joey, when you play with my Lord of the Rings collection, you're like a cat coughing up a fur ball when you're having to shuffle my Lord of the Rings card. You're like Dude, I'm like, oh come on, it's not that bad.
Rough. It was rough. I'm sorry.
I mean,
maybe it's because it's like 100 degrees there every day. It's just
it's the heat. They're sticky. It's the humidity.
I was like trying to show it. I could hear the like peeling noise.
Peeling noise. Oh god, dude, it's not that bad.
I mean, they're not.
If you're on a budget, Sleeve Kings is there for you. I recently, I'm always like buying a pack of sleeves off Amazon when I see there's a deal. Someone on the Discord, I can't even remember who it was like, hey, these are the sleeves I use, and they're on Amazon Prime Day or whatever, like a year or so ago, and I bought a couple packs of them, and I used them since Lord of the Rings. They don't switch up like mod sets or anything like that.
Oh, that's
so
true. Yeah.
I could sleeve up an entire expansion of scenarios in a different type of sleeve and not care. And so I got a different type of sleeve. I think it's Makiro on Amazon. And they've been pretty nice actually. They're like a matte clear sleeve, a little bit cheaper than your kind of like your Sleeve King price, but I think they're a little bit better than Sleeve King. So, there's some decent stuff out there. You can do your research for your what you want, but as far as bottom barrel quality, I'd say Sleeve Kings is there for you for affordable and good quality.
I mean, I think I still have like enough for like probably like a year or two if they like do this current like thing. So I don't know what I'm gonna do at the end of that.
Dude, your wife's gonna be like, "Oh, you're buying more pieces of plastic,
more plastic
to cover your cardboard,
more plastic to put in your plastic case." Dude, she hates me.
We hate ourselves.
It's not going to the dump.
Okay.
Not going to the dump, right?
It's staying here. It's staying in my dump.
You can bury it with me when I die.
In fact, now I'm requesting this. I want you to bury me with my Marvel Champions. I'm being cremated? Okay, burn it with me then. That's fine.
Oh, God. Burn all that plastic. Jesus.
I'm just like a melted, weird, got goop on my skeleton.
Oh, God.
That was his
she'd
BCW
resurrect
box
me just
stuck
to
to
kill
a skull.
I think that is the one thing. She's just like, plastic. I'm like, I gotta protect them.
Use protection, okay? God. All right. Tokens. You want to talk some tokens?
Let's do it.
So you are a member of the bourgeoisie.
Oh my God, okay? No, I'm not.
For fancy capitalist big dog like Joe, who used buy same token, very expensive.
Actually, it did go up in price, but I don't think it was that
for good
terrible.
Communist Russian, Burger King do trick. No, I don't support any of that. No, but I do say you're using buy the same token. You're a buy the same token guy, right?
I like them, yeah.
That's who you are.
I don't buy everything they do, but like I do like.
You don't. Yeah.
I love their readies and some of their like confused and all that. I have all those, like the basic ones.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Their stuff is hella sweet. I mean,
I love
cool.
it. Yeah,
it's really, really cool. Their
nice.
hero boards are cool, but it can rack up on the price pretty quick.
Yep.
But their stuff is super nice. So if you can afford it, they're very premium. They're really awesome. When I come over, I love playing with your buy the same token stuff. It's really great.
I like the burger tokens too. I don't know why. I remember we were both doing this, and I think you even texted me, like they have burger tokens that are on sale or something. Like you were telling me, we were both going in, and I just for some reason was like, nah, I don't want to. I want the square like acrylic buy the same token. I guess I don't know why. I have no idea why. It just
honestly,
but it was that moment
upgrades,
was when I decided. It was right there when you told me, and I was literally in there
it was like
queue,
nah.
like, and I just like it popped in my bed. I was like, nah. My mind was. Yeah.
I mean, tokens are the thing where it's like the cardboard ones are going to get you through hundreds and hundreds of games.
Oh yeah,
you don't need to upgrade your tokens, but damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude,
I mean, it's just.
I think it was after
things.
a while. I think it was like I like this game. I want to like treat the game nice because I want to keep going with it. I'll splurge a little bit on something.
Yeah, and so I don't have that buy the same token money that Joe's got, just swimming in the money. But
God,
so I went with the burger tokens, and I love my burger tokens as well. Stuns, confuses.
No, I like playing with them when I came down. They're just as good.
You brought your buy the same token stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Down with you.
I bring them everywhere.
Oh
my God, that's not true at all.
The one thing
I came to your house, I used your peel apart sleeves and your burger tokens.
So burger tokens are great. I love them.
But
the thing, like at first, I was super jelly belly of was at first I was staunchly against it because there's that thing as a human, you're like, oh, I don't have this, then it sucks and I don't need it. Like there's that human nature part of it, and so like everybody had these ready exhaust tokens, and I was like, who needs that? I can just turn my card sideways like a real boy,
dude. How about I remember thinking I might do the mat where it has like the shift over for exhaust.
Oh, dude, I thought so long about that mat, dude. I'm so glad I didn't do it.
Yes, me too. I don't think.
Yeah. Sliding the ready and exhaust that would be it seems like a good idea. I would mess that up.
I'm sure some people like it and good for them, but like me,
yeah,
gosh, no.
Honestly, I should preface all of this by like whatever works for you, hell yeah, dude, go for it. So
yeah, well, we're not perfect way. It's just our way.
Yeah, exactly. This is just like how we found we like it, but I was originally like, who needs ready exhaust? That's so stupid. But it does save a buttload of space.
Yep.
And it is nice to have ready exhaust. And, burger tokens for the longest time didn't do the ready exhaust thing. And I got tired of waiting for them to come out with new ones. And so I bought, on clearance, there was a set of Warhammer tokens randomly.
Yeah, I remember this.
Anyway, and like I felt bad because I ended up like just throwing like a third of the pack away, but like 2/3 of the pack were just these double-sided white yellow ones. So one side's white, one side's yellow, or goldish. Anyway, I ended up using those as ready exhaust, and they look great to me. They match my LOTR, I think, a little bit better than the Marvel, but they look fine to me.
They look cool. when you send me pics, I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I always think those are nice.
They're the size of the penny, so they don't take up too much space. You're not blocking too much of the card art or anything. So, honestly, it feels bougie to be like this, but ready exhaust tokens are the way to go.
Dude, I love them.
They really are.
Like, there's some heroes, like that pic I sent of the Black Widow. Could you imagine having to exhaust and twist those cards?
Oh,
dude,
my whole
table was
out
like
of space.
Just so many cards.
You just start doing like that weird 45-degree slant, and it's
just
like,
you
got
to do the slant. Yeah,
and you just like start pushing stuff. And you're like, is that exact? I can't even remember what I was doing, but
Dude, I hit my cards so many times. Like, I'm just like,
Oh,
wait,
dude.
is that exhausted? I didn't even remember using it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, why is that X-Jet exhausted going into the player phase? I'm not playing protection.
play
Where did
something?
I use that? Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Did
what
the
hell?
villain make me exhaust something?
Yeah, I do still do that on a consistent basis. But, well, hitting the table leads me into the next one, because this is something I saw like you doing a lot of at first, and I was like, oh, this is a really great idea. And I think this is truly the bougiest part of your setup is your
Jesus.
dice.
I do like my
Your dice are amazing. They're really amazing. And I've mimicked this some. I just went and bought normal D10s. I didn't buy fancy spin down D10s. The normal D10s are fine for me because all the evens are on one side and all the odds are on the other.
Yeah, I mean,
so
there's a way to memorize it. It's whatever.
Yeah, I've memorized the D10 forward and backwards now. So dice are really, really nice for like you get a scheme that has like 8 thread on it or something like that. Is instead of fiddling with that many tokens, it's so awesome to just be able to put a dice on there with an 8 on it.
That has changed it so much.
But you have really nice, and I'll let you describe it, but you have really nice D10 spin downs and like dice holders.
Yeah, there's just like a little case that just a little bigger than the dice, and it just holds it in place so I don't bump them because like that was my main problem.
I have bumped so many
Yeah,
dice.
I bump and I'm like, I don't remember, was that an 8 or was it a 4? But like, no, yeah, so it's like a tiny little case that just holds, like, it can hold 2 dice, 3 dice, you can buy as many, it can hold 1 dice, there's all kinds of little things, and it just made it so much easier for me to not bump it.
And the good thing about a D10 is, for people who aren't familiar with dice, they're labeled from 0 to 9, not 1 to 10.
Yeah.
And so from 0 to 9, that 0 mark, that 0 numeral is amazing. It
really
can
is.
help so much because you can go to 0 threat on the main scheme. Or you can go up to 99.
Yep,
right?
all the
So
way.
you can do numbers from 0 to 99 super easy with D10s. And like the little holders you have are really, really. I think you got them on Etsy, didn't you?
Yep, I did. I can't remember. Shoot, I wish I remember what they were called. I should have looked it up before we did this.
Yeah, but spin down D10s and like a D10 holder, you could look it up. But
Yeah. There's just some dude,
they're
he just
super
makes them
nice.
himself or something. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like those. I want them.
Yeah, I'll set a D10 like on top of a scheme, but I don't have the fancy little holder. But those things are rad to use.
I mean, I use them for the big schemes, but like for like just like a normal villain, I'll just pop down to, because it's only like 5 or 6 for their health or something.
Yeah. So
I don't put
use
holders for those. I just holders for the big ones usually.
like your hero has a holder.
Yep.
Has a dice holder. The villain has a dice holder, and maybe the main scheme has a dice holder.
Yep. And then if like
And
I'll
you
do
have a random
holders
side
for like
scheme.
all 3 of the Venom Goblin like schemes.
Oh, God.
I got like all this out. I'm just like,
Oh,
so it makes
Jesus.
setup like a little bit more. I'm like, oh, I gotta put out 3 of these little holders.
Man, it is so funny. Like Burger tokens, they come in sets of 1, 2, 5, and 10 on threat.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so like sometimes I'm just like I can't like figure out what to take away and what to put on there. I'll end up with like 10 ones on the scheme. I'm like, I could have just put a 10 on there. Like, what am I doing? It's like math isn't my strong suit, as I talked about.
But no, I love dice. I even have like the little D4s sometimes just for like counters and stuff.
Oh, dude, D4s are goated. I mean,
Yeah.
honest. Besides the D10, the D4 is my most used dice in Marvel Champions.
It's fun because it's perfect for allies. It feels like.
Yes, like if you're playing a guy like a Cyclops who likes to keep allies around, or like just by the sake of having uncanny X-Men and trainings, you have allies with a lot of health, D4s are perfect because you can just boop, 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 boop.
Yep. I like it. They're fun. So
The
yeah,
boop
dice
boops were me moving the dice, if you didn't know.
So yeah, no, dice are just, they make it, I don't know, there's all kinds of little stuff you can do, but yeah, I like dice.
Yeah, there's like so many things like ammo counters on War Machine or counters on Gambit. Anybody
just
who
like
has
Snoop counters or whatever they are. Any of those little like
Yeah.
random
Snoop
cards.
Dogg counters,
Snoop
Gin
Dogg.
and Juice counters.
Isn't it Snoop? Am I thinking wrong?
No, it is Snoop counters. Are you talking
Oh.
about the Justice card?
yeah.
right?
Okay, I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
am I making this?
No, I'm just being a silly guy. Yeah, those are super nice to have. dice for. So I use dice more even in Lord of the Rings than I do in Marvel to keep track of like how many resources my homies have.
Oh yeah, dude, I cannot. There's too much. I'm like, for a while I was like, yeah, you got the hit markers on there, you got the money in there. I'm like, there's just too much stuff on near my hero.
Yeah,
Please go away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The best is when like you hit the dice and you're like, I'm pretty sure I had 4 resources. It's like, no, I didn't.
In the back of your mind,
What are
like,
you
Joe,
talking about?
you didn't have 4. You know you had 5 or 6 or 3, but you just gave yourself more.
Yeah, exactly. Now I can afford this ally I've been meaning to play.
Dude,
wow.
Gandalf's allowed to come in.
Gandalf.
Gandalf. Fireworks, Gandalf.
Oh, why is that funny? Why does he make a face in the movie? Why does he make a face like he's about to fart when he does the fireworks? You know, why is that? He's just like kind of like gives like a and then like boo!
Maybe that's how he sets it off. He just like lights it with his ass.
Gandalf's ass fireworks. Gandalf has the best ass fireworks. Oh God! This isn't
we
going to
took
last
this
much
somewhere.
There's the tagline. Episode 9: Gandalf's ass fireworks.
Jesus.
Oh well.
Dice. They're great, y'all.
Can we even continue the show at this point?
I don't know how we got there from dice, dude. I really don't.
I don't know. But it sucks because we got a lot of show left. All right.
Yeah.
Back to business. Okay. Serious podcast.
Gandalf.
Yeah, it's just you said Gandalf. That was it. Now we're here.
What's there?
Oh, God. Okay. Love it. Let's talk about some blang blang. Some blang blang.
Blang, blang.
I sadly am a poor, and I have no blang.
You
blang.
have one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have one bling bling
and
that
I
you sent
drew
me.
you one too. Don't you lie.
Oh yeah, dude, I feel so sad. I don't know where that is. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I figured that would just be like taped onto your box.
It should be, but I'm pretty sure
Your daughter could just stab it.
Yeah, that's what she stabbed. I don't have any alt arts. I have one that you sent me because you got an extra angel, and I do play with it primarily. I play with angel more because I have that card. I'm not even
heck
kidding.
yeah!
I'm
Nice.
not even a huge. I'm not a huge angel guy, but I see that card and I'm like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
But oh my god, it kind of peeves me that like I see these amazing alt arts. Like, why was this just not the art?
Dude, I don't
like,
know.
well, like the Cyclops one where you just got the beam coming at. I'm just like, oh my god, I cannot talk about it without crying. Knowing that I don't have that, it hurts my soul.
Oh, I know.
But you have a lot. You've got a full set, don't you?
I have all of them. Yes, yeah, I got all of them. Except for, I guess, technically, I don't have the German Spectrum and Valkyrie.
I didn't even know there was a German Spectrum and Valkyrie.
Yeah, I think they're only in German. Like, there's a Spectrum and Valkyrie alt art. But I think they're only in German. I don't know. I haven't really looked it up. I just never see them. I see them every once in a while. The last one I saw was on eBay and went for like $200. So it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
We've got family members who could help us out here.
That's why I keep on telling myself I should just ask him when he goes over there. Just go explore every game store over there, bro.
He would do it for you too.
I mean,
that's the kind of dude he is.
He is. He's cool, but like he should.
Yeah, he would absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Well,
I do have all the other ones though. Besides that,
does it enhance your experience?
I mean, I get super excited when I see him. I do.
Fair enough. That's all I need to know.
I mean, does it really enhance? I guess not, but like, I don't know.
Hell yeah, it does, dude. So I got the I was looking at the Discord on the Con of the Rings, and they're passing out a lot of really cool alt arts.
Oh yeah,
dude,
no,
I'm so jelly
cool
pants.
Yeah.
So I even begged a guy on Discord. He goes by Mr. Self Destruct. I was like, if if you will ship one of those to me, I will pay you for it because it's like so cool.
Which one was it? Which hero?
So they had one of Cyclops where he's grilling and he's shooting the grill with his laser beams in El Rico.
Yeah, I remember. I think I saw that one.
So amazing. It's just like I have to have that. I will drive 18 hours to Minnesota
Please
now.
Save one of those for me next year.
So we'll see if that comes through. But
there's so many
I get
cool
excited. I go back to Lord of the Rings. I get excited by good art. I'm looking through my cards, and I'm just like looking, and I see Arwen's card art. I'm just like, I gotta play with her.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, okay,
now,
I put it over to the side. I'm like, I'm playing that.
I see my boy Éomer up on a horse, looking like a badass.
He does look crisp.
The only thing was the better quote is on his leadership card. He has the best. He's got the line, the leadership Éomer has the one where he was like, he was young and the lord of a fell people. Oh my God, dude. It was just like, that line just goes so hard. Anyway. Art does make a difference.
I do
in
agree.
the enjoyment of the game.
But I guess I know some of the Marvel Champions is just kind of silly. But I don't know, I'm fine with it. I don't know. I've read so many comics over my life that dude, yeah, half that shit's silly looking.
Yeah. I mean,
some people are like, that's trash. I'm like, I mean, I guess, but I don't know, I find it hilarious and I like it.
There's only a handful of cards where I'm like, could they not find any better art than this?
There's one. What is it? Touched by Rogue.
Touched isn't great. Touch sucks.
That one hurts. Because that one's got to be out.
Yeah, it's there. You're looking at it, buddy. It's there. I'm trying to think. Black Widow. Oh yeah.
You're not going to say Winter Soldier. Dude, I love that one.
It's so bad, dude.
So
His
good.
Mouth is backwards.
Yeah,
His mouth is
hilarious.
backwards.
This shit's great. Stuff like that just this shit's great.
All right. Yeah. All right. If we're here for the memes, sure. Fuck it. Yeah. It's great. Love it. Oh God. Oh, the prison camps from Red Skull. It's like the derpiest looking lady holding a baby. She's like, I'm like, you know what? We need to keep her in the camp. I'm not clearing that side scheme. She's staying there. That's a monster.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I like them.
Anyway. So this is the last piece I want to talk about on meta games, and this one is I've had the most complex relationship with this piece of the game, I think, more than anything else, and that's game tracking.
I find this is much this is almost like a mini game for this game to me, honestly.
Yeah, share your love of game tracking with me. Tell me your journey with game tracking. Share the love.
I mean, I started with. You did it with me for a while. The
Board Game Stats.
Yeah, Board Game Stats. Dude,
app.
I had all kinds. You pretty much had to make it yourself. There was. They have a nice little jank. They have a nice little thing set up, but you got to really add some stuff for Marvel Champions and.
Right.
But I did all that, and it was fun. I liked it. It was just it became a hassle. I kept with it the whole time until that one. Was it Star-Lord? What's his name?
Star-Lord of Thunder.
Star-Lord of Thunder.
Is his name on Reddit anyway.
He has the Marvel Champions tracker. Oh my gosh, he made that when he showed that, dude. I was on that thing, flies
That's
on
so
shit,
crazy,
man. I needed that.
Yeah, I feel bad that I haven't given to his Patreon because I really feel like I should donate to him because that is such a fabulous site. I mean, it's so good. It's really amazing.
It took me forever because I logged on that whatever Board Game Stats forever. I had to transfer them all manually to Marvel Champions tracker. I was like, oh my God. But I said, it was like a mini game for me. I would just oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Well, I know what I'm doing for the next. I'm just transferring them over to Marvel Champions.
Moving logs. Moving logs in two different ways here.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was. It took me, I swear, a solid week or two to finally get it all over.
But when Marvel Champions Tracker, man, if you consistently track your games, it has such insightful and cool data.
It really does.
Win rates, aspects, a checkerboard where you can see
the whole
heroes,
table.
aspects,
I love the table.
Scenarios.
Yep.
You can slice your data 1,000 ways and really drill down into your game tracking.
It really shows
data.
me what I've played, when I played it last, what aspect I played with that person last. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so fun to use it. Like
It
I
is
said, it helps me.
super amazing.
It'll help me decide who I want to play sometimes, just because like I'll be like, whoa, I have not played this person in like 8 months. I'm going to do it.
Yep. So I've had a much harder journey with game tracking because I'll go through like these waves of like doing it religiously, and then I will forget a couple games, and then like try to go back and remember what I did.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I'm like, well, then what does it matter if I forget a game? Like this day is no good anyway. I don't want it. And then,
but then I have I have like lovely things because I have that Rhino game we lost.
That one's seared into my mind.
Like funny little things like, dude, we got dumped on by rhinos. Like, it's funny little.
Yeah, you can add notes too. So you can just have like those to remember to read. Yeah, my latest. I'm no longer game tracking now. And the biggest thing I found was just like from an emotional standpoint, this is 100% on me and not a Marvel's Champion Tracker. It's amazing and it's really super easy to use. It takes you maybe 15 seconds to log a game.
Yep.
It's that easy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy easy.
And it's amazing. What I found was that it was changing the way I played the game. And I didn't like that. And that's just on me as an emotional human. I was just like, when I sat down to play a game and I was tracking my games, I was no longer playing to have fun. Like I wanted to make sure I logged a win. Yeah, and it just like it skewed the way I played because I'm like, oh, I don't want to mark this as a loss, so I'm going to play this way instead of that way. And it's just like, oh man, that really takes away from the whole reason I play Marvel Champions, which is it's just like a fun pastime. I'm not trying to win, I just want to have fun in my gameplay. So it changed the way I played the game fundamentally, and I didn't love that about it. And so like if I ever get into a better headspace where I feel like I can log my games and not change the way I play, I think I would log them, but I'm just not.
Honestly, I remember that. I had that when we were doing the board game stats. I had that same feeling because like I think it was because I was so into SPDR. Like when I had a loss and I had to write that loss and I saw the percentage like of my loss go down, dude, I remember being bummed. And I'm like,
it's like no.
I think I had that same exact feeling you had, but like I guess after I just did it for a while, I think it just started to like go, and this just became like a fun thing to see the losses and the wins. Like,
yeah,
I think it was more like you said. I wanted to see the wins.
That, yeah.
But then suddenly I was like, I like to see the losses too. Like it was fun to see who I lost with, why I win, or what with, and then all that. Like it started to be fun just to see that as well.
You climb the mountain.
I guess. Yeah, I guess I hit some kind of peak, and it was just like it evened out.
Yeah, it's like it's okay. It's okay to log the losses. It's not a big deal. It shouldn't affect me, right? It's such a stupid, like deep down I'm a monkey,
it's like that,
right? It's like my monkey
ratio,
brain,
right? In like Call of Duty or something or whatever video game.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it shouldn't affect me, but if Joe asks what mine is, it's a 1.03. Yeah, for sure. Is it really a 0.89? I don't know. Don't go look at my whatever, my combat record.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't matter, but like there's like I understand what you're saying.
There's that like just like monkey brain in me. It's like lost bad, no log. And I'm like,
I'm only logging the wins. How many wins you got? All of them.
100% win rate here, folks. I've never lost a game. Yeah, so I struggle with it. I think eventually I'll get back on it, but then it's like I feel like I lost so many games that I should have logged.
Oh, that would bum me out. I feel like if I did, that's why I had to put all the board games over to the Marvel Champions trackers. I was like, I can't lose these. I would be so sad. Man. But I even track in Lord of the Rings. I track on paper though. I have a little notebook I write them in.
Oh, you track your Lord of the Rings plays?
Yep, a lot of losses.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I write. It's old school. I have like a little like red notebook, and I just write them in there.
Dearest diary.
We're on the shores of.
Oh God.
The spiders
Numenor has fallen. I tried to play Woodman against Escape from Umbar again today. It went about as you expect.
We chopped some wood and then died.
There are no forest locations in that deck. I don't know why I did that. Oh man. Well, cool. Yeah. So that's about all I had for meta games. I mean, is there anything else kind of tangential to Marvel Champions that I didn't put on the show notes that you want to talk about before we wrap up?
I guess the only thing we missed was a mat.
Oh my god. The mat has become such a ingrained part of my soul.
Like, I don't even like kids play a board game. I'm like, oh, I kind of want to get my mat out because this table sucks.
The mat. Yeah, exactly. It's another one of those things. For like the longest time, I didn't have a playmat, and it was like, you don't need a playmat. That's stupid. And then, like, as soon as I got one, I'm like, look at these idiots playing without a playmat. It's like, yeah, it's just that 180 where it's like everyone needs a playmat.
Dude, this is so nice. I don't know how I did it without it. Like, I haven't like. Because there's one day I had my mat wasn't out and my cards were just on the table. I'm like, this is gross. Picking my cards up, moving them around.
People ate on this. People put food here, and now my cards are touching it. But like moving the cards around, it is so much nicer to like. I mean, like moving the cards around, it's such a premium experience at that point. I will say, if you're going to get a playmat, I hemmed and hawed so long about the perfect playmat. Same as the storage, like, because I think one of the reasons I didn't have a playmat was for so long I wanted the perfect playmat.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted it to be this exact size and have this exact art and do this exact thing. I talked about the ready and the exhaust sliders.
It had to be the bigger one. Like, I don't think I could do those little ones.
But I think if we go to the Con of the Rings, right, like everybody's using those little ones.
Oh yeah, because they're like this all grouped up together, I think.
Right. So like I feel like, and they give you a playmat there if you get like the package or whatever, I think. So,
oh wow, I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh wait, I've seen them before. They have like their own custom ones, right?
Right. So I think I would probably just purchase one of those if we went next year because, I would totally do that now in a heartbeat. Because we've got the big, they call it the 2-player game mat, the Marvel Champions Gamegenic game mats.
Yeah.
And they call it the 2-player, but I love my shit nice and spread out.
Yeah, I'm like, it's solo.
It's a solo mat for me.
When I have to do two-handed, I'm like, this is not 2-player.
Oh, dude, I have a game when people like ask me like, I let it slip that I play solo card games by myself, and they're like, "What the hell is that?" And so like I'll show. I have a picture of my playmat all spread up, and I was playing Storm on Cobus Haven in Lord of the Rings two-handed, and I mean, there's just shit everywhere, and I'll just like show them that picture, and they're like, "That's exhausting. That's just exhausting to look at." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It's a lot."
Yeah, dude, it's so many cards.
Oh, but yeah, playmats are. Honestly, they're a must.
Honestly, yeah,
at some
I think
point.
so. It's weird, all this stuff. I remember when we got this game, and I'm like, yeah, no, I got this core box. It's cool. I'll play this. Like,
yeah,
that's like
it is amazing to see the evolution from cut up pasta boxes to like bougie tokens and spin down dice and all the other things. It's so funny to see that evolution.
I mean, pretty much, this is like my favorite thing to do, like to wind down at night or something, like just play Marvel Champions. So I was like, I'm gonna make it nice.
It helps the experience. I mean, it really does. It sounds stupid, but it helps the experience. And when it becomes a lifestyle game where it's like, I don't really buy video games anymore. I mean, if it's not on Game Pass.
Like, oh yeah, Game Pass or a must-buy game, I'll play with you or something.
So, like there's so many other, I guess, hobbies of mine that I've kind of pushed back or just kind of dropped because this is my main hobby now. And so it kind of has taken over that lifestyle stuff for me. So
now we got a podcast with it, so it's like, woof, we really do like this. Yeah, because I don't think there was anything I thought I would do a podcast on.
Yeah, I always wanted to do something like this, but I wanted to have somebody like I would have fun doing it with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there was never that thing and person, until like
what was the closest thing we could have done? Like an Alabama football podcast.
This is an Alabama football podcast.
Yeah, we do have some stuff. So.
We got some feedback on the draft that people liked. The sports analogies and stuff. I was like, oh, just wait, buddy. just wait.
Wait till the season starts.
It's gonna get like we're gonna have like okay, all right, we're done with the Marvel Champions news. Now let's talk about how Alabama's doing week 3 here, going in against Tennessee.
We're gonna smack them because they beat us last year. Please, please.
They didn't beat us. The refs rigged it. I'm just kidding. No, we got bad Jalen Milroe, and
it's all right.
The rest was history. Anyway, So yeah, probably more football stuff to come. Sorry for those who are like, I hate sports. It's like, well,
We're gonna throw it in there.
you're in the wrong place then, buddy. No, it's good. All are welcome, but you might need to skip those episodes.
Just skip.
All right. Well,
I guess the only
That's
other,
it.
like you
Well-
said, was the media. Like, I don't know, podcasts. Do you do? How much do you listen to or watch?
there's this
YouTube?
really great, there's this really great podcast that came out recently called Stunned and Confused, and it's just so
That's
amazing.
all I want to listen to.
Yeah, it's just like I just sit and listen to them on repeat. They're so amazing. No, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll shout out. There's a lot of really, really, really good
there's a
podcasts
ton,
out
yeah.
there. Marvel Champions Monthly, which is kind of done a rebrand, but they're great. Critical Encounters, The Winning Hand, Boom Guy. I think he does great stuff. Jason Sketch was another recent podcast. They do like an Allies. They talk about
I
just
saw
the
that.
Allies. So I've listened to several of his things. YouTube. I don't do a whole lot of watch a whole lot of playthroughs. It's just not my thing. But obviously, there's several good content creators that are doing Nelson all over, Web Warrior Fanatic. Lots of folks do.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
Do content creation.
Yeah, I
but-
don't think I'm like religiously listening or watching all these, but like, I definitely do. I'll go through them all.
Yeah, I'm not a watch a gameplay type of guy. That's just not who I am. But like, if it's just like more of an audio content type of thing, I will slam it on. Like,
Oh
while I'm
yeah,
at
no,
work
the
or in
audio ones
background.
I'll definitely listen to pretty good.
So, yeah, it's nice to just like hear other people's takes on the game. So,
Yep.
I listen pretty steady just because I've got a relatively long commute and long days at the office. So it's nice to just have something on.
You on that Reddit and that Discord all time, Facebook?
Yeah, I'm just constantly on Reddit and Discord.
Never
too.
get
Just-
off the internet.
Yeah, I'm just present online always. Just shoving our podcast down people's throats. Listen to this. It's great.
So wonderful place, Deborah.
Dabby, dab. Oh, man. We're not going to last much longer, are we?
We're good.
I have fun with this. I continue like this.
Hey man,
this
there's
has been
people
a super
listening.
fun
That's cool,
episode.
yeah. No, this was
So
it flew by too. I was like, oh,
I know, dude.
we actually had some stuff to talk about. I was wondering, are we gonna have enough to talk about in this thing? Or is it gonna be like,
Yeah, we just
10 minutes in, we're done?
we have dice, tokens, cards, and sleeves. Now listen to 5 minutes about Gandalf's toot fireworks. Oh man, no. So as long as I keep having a fun time, we'll keep doing it. As long as you keep having a fun time.
I
So.
don't care. We don't even have to publish these. We just do it.
Yeah,
Pass it
Just
down
get
to our
on late at
kids.
night and talk to each other. Just put it on a server that'll outlast humanity. There it is. Oh God. Well, had a great time. Like I said tonight. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yep.
If you want to email us, Joe has got that hot Black Widow protection build
Wait,
in
what?
the oven.
Oh my
He's
god!
baking
I'm
it,
still
put in the oven.
working on it.
He's not.
It's gonna take down Ronan. Don't worry, y'all.
Yeah, it's gonna beat Ronan. You heard it here first. So the next person to
One
email
try.
gets that Ronan beater of a Black Widow protection deck. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep giving decks away until Joe's fingers are bleeding from having to create so many decks because we're getting thousands of emails a day.
Yeah.
No, but super excited to give that Black Widow protection deck away. So you can email us at stunnedandconfusedpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys have any thoughts, questions, feedback, just hit us up. And had a great time. We'll see you on the next one. Spidey out.
Bye.